welcome to our first ever live Facebook Q&A. This is the first time that we've ever done this, so fingers crossed it all goes well, and as I say, you can hear us properly. So what we wanted to do for you today was just to answer any questions that people may have regarding modern orthodontics. Modern orthodontics is it's changed a lot in the last kind of few years, especially with all the modern technology. So we've just wanted to let people know what is now on offer and how it differs from what it used to. So my name is Meg, and I am the practice manager for the Bognor practice at Pallant Orthodontics. And then the lovely blonde with me is Kelly, and Kelly is our treatment coordinator at Chichester. If there's any patients watching who have already had treatment with us, then you would have met Kelly already. I'm more behind the scenes, thankfully, so you may not have seen me before. But hopefully, as I say, what we'll do is answer any questions you may have for us today, and just talk through the brace options that are available. We do also have a special offer, which is something that we don't do very often. It's almost like an isolation lockdown special offer that we like to call it. I will go through that a little bit more in depth, but just to give you the heads up, there is only 10 spaces available for this special offer. So if you're interested, please do either comment below or send us a private message on any of our social media accounts. So we've got Instagram, Facebook, send us a private message. Or even an email or a phone call. We are happy to help. So without further ado, I will pass over to Kelly. And as I say, we're just two of the whole team at Pallant Orthodontics. So there are 26 of us all together. So you've just got the two of us today, but hopefully in the future, you will meet the rest of the team, including Dr. Alistair Smith, who is our main specialist orthodontist. So, Kels, without further ado, if you want to go through the braces, if that's okay.
Yeah, thanks, Meg. So a couple of different types of options, which I'll go through with you now. I'll start off with a fixed brace. So it looks like this. So it's clear on the top, but metal on the bottom. These are just stuck on with tooth colour glue. It doesn't hurt to put them on, but it does feel a little bit tender a few hours afterwards, and that can last up to a week. Everyone's different. So just take painkillers, it'll all settle down. The wire slots through each of the blocks. That's what moves the teeth. So every time you come in for adjustments, we take the wire out, put a slightly thicker wire in. That's what continues to move them. With this style of brace, you do need to be careful what you're eating. So no hard, crunchy, sticky, chewy foods, otherwise the blocks will fall off. And also avoid fizzy drinks and juices because they're really acidic and they can leave permanent marks around where the blocks are. So water, milk, tin coffee without sugar are the best things to have while this brace is on. Also, the cleaning can be a little bit more tricky, but we do provide you with all the brushes you need and we'll show you how to clean them what with. If anything does start to rub, we also provide you with the wax, a bit like a blue tap, but tooth colour. You can just squish it on over the block and it forms a barrier to stop any rubbing. Moving on to a different style of brace then. So the brand's called Invisalign. These are called aligners. So you wear these full time, at least 22 hours a day, taking them out for eating, cleaning and drinking anything other than water. And you change these most likely every week yourself. So we give you all of your aligners to take home with you. To help with movement, there's some bumps on the teeth, don't you can see them. These are called attachments and they're vital for the brace for the teeth to move. They're all different shapes and sizes to help push and pull the teeth into the right direction. And then the aligner just clicks on over them like that. We do get you to chew on something called a chewy, a bit like a cotton wool roll but rubber. When the aligner first goes in, sometimes you can see this little gap between the tooth and the aligner called an unseat, and we don't want to see that. So you bite round on the rubber roll and it seats the aligner nice up against the teeth. So we ask you to do that as much as possible every day. Also, we get you to floss. Obviously, one, it's great for your oral hygiene, but another reason, if there's any areas your teeth are really tight together and the floss struggles to get through, it means the teeth aren't moving past each other very freely and can delay treatment. So the orthodontist may have to do something called interproximal reduction. Sounds awful. Doesn't hurt, doesn't damage the teeth. What it is a tiny little file that goes through certain contact points just to free the teeth up so they can glide past each other. So the nice thing about this brace compared to a train track, obviously a lot smoother, so less rubbing. You can eat what you want, drink what you want, clean a lot easier, just taking these out. And obviously it's a lot more cosmetic. I'm not going to say it's totally invisible, because it's not, but definitely less visible than a train track brace. With either or of these braces, we always set you up on what's called dental monitoring. So what that is, an app you download on your phone. You take scans of your teeth every 7 days. That goes through artificial intelligence, then comes back to us. So we can monitor your teeth weekly without you being in the building. So it's very on track. So the Invisalign, we're able to email you and say, yep, you're ready to move up to your next aligner now, or maybe stay on it a little bit longer because your teeth aren't ready yet. It lets us know any attachments have fallen off, how your cleaning is. So it's really, really clever, and also means you don't have to come in as often, usually around 15 to 20 weeks at a time. And also with the fixed brace, it lets us know when the wire is no longer working. So we get you in at the exact time you need your wire changed, rather than seeing you every 6 to 8 weeks like we used to. And obviously it lets us know how your cleaning is and if anything's fallen off as well. At the end of treatment, when your teeth are lovely and straight, it all comes off, we always provide you with retainers. These are what keep the teeth straight. Without these, your teeth will just want to move again, unfortunately. So it's wires that sit on behind the teeth. You can't see them at all. First 6 teeth on the bottom, first 4 teeth on the top. They stay there lifelong. I've got them in now, you can't even see them. Also a nighttime retainer, which fits over that. So you wear this every night for the first year. Then you reduce it down to every other night, and eventually you'll just be wearing it 2 to 3 times a week at night. That holds the back teeth in position, and if this wire does break for any reason, you can't get back to us to fix it straight away. You can just pop this in the meantime to stop any movement. Well, I hope that all made sense. I'll pass you back over to Megs.
Perfect. Thank you, Kels. So it's very difficult to kind of show braces, especially when we're just using video calling. We've been having a lot of questions since lockdown, and I think a lot of people have begun to do a lot more research into orthodontics.
Definitely, yeah.
We wanted to do this Q&A and show you the braces. So hopefully you did see them clear enough there. If you didn't, please feel free to go onto our website, or even, as I say, on any of our social media pages. And all the braces are on the website, and they do have an explanation with them. So we can always give you a personal video call if you would like to as well. We also have something called remote consultations. So this is something that we have started doing. We probably started this year actually, but it's really begun to be effective, especially in the COVID-19 lockdown. And this is quite good because what happens is you take some photos of your teeth, and in all different positions, so you have to do a bit of practicing in the mirror, take some photos, and then you just upload them using the link on our website. And what happens is we can then send it to our specialist orthodontist, onto Alistair. We also have another specialist called Sarah, and either of our specialists will be able to review your photos, and then we can let you know approximate treatment costs, treatment time, particularly what brace would work best for you. So a lot of the time, sometimes either a fixed brace or a Invisalign brace can work better for one person than another, but it completely depends on the person. So all of our treatments are all specific to particular cases. So if you have any more questions about the braces, please do feel free to, as I say, send us a comment or comment below on our video, and we can answer that here and now. I can see a few questions coming in already.
Oh, go on then.
Yeah. I've got a lot of hellos, so it looks like a lot of members of the team are watching.
Oh,
Obviously, we miss you all, and we miss all of our patients, so hopefully we'll be able to see you all again soon. The first question that's come in is just from someone called Jessica, just saying, are the braces completely invisible? So, Cal, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, hi Jess. So like I said when I was explaining about the Invisalign, the aligners aren't absolutely invisible. If you get up close, then people may be able to see something on the teeth, but it's pretty good, to be honest, especially in photos, or maybe if I was talking now, you probably wouldn't recognise that I've got something in. The train tracks, the fixed braces are obviously a bit more visible, so depending on what you're after really, but we do have the clearer blocks that we can put on the top, so they aren't as visible as metal. But yeah, I would say if you wanted to go for a bit more cosmetic brace, then the aligners are a lot better choice.
Perfect. Thank you, Kels. I've actually had the Invisalign myself. So any questions at all, please feel free to ask them direct to me, and hopefully I'll be able to give you a honest patient opinion. One thing I would say is that obviously we can't say they are completely invisible, but personally what I noticed is I noticed a bit like everything, you notice things a lot more personally than what your friends or your family do.
Yeah.
But if you're taking a photo in kind of, say, a light room, and you've got the light reflecting off the braces, that's when you notice them more. But as I say, it's something you more notice yourself more than other people do.
But also, they are removable as well. So if you have got a special occasion to go to, you can just take them out, you know, as long as you're not doing that all the time. But that's a nice thing about the aligners, they are removable.
Definitely. And that's onto that point as well. It's perfect for people that have got a big occasion coming up. So I know that, for example, a lot of weddings, unfortunately, this year have had to be moved. So if it's something that you're perhaps now thinking about ahead of your wedding for another year ahead of planning, it's something that we may be able to get you to a stage where you may not even be quite finished. But what we can do is actually remove the braces for your big day and then just do the final touches after the wedding. So that can also be an option. But fingers crossed they would be done in time. So that's something to consider as well. Just got a few more questions come in as well. I've got one from Annie. What's the average time for treatments?
Yes, the average treatment time I would say would be around 12 to 15 months. Obviously nothing's overnight, but we'll try and get you there as quickly as possible. If it's more complex case, maybe with teeth removal or anything like that, then it can take a little bit longer, maybe more 18 to 24. But we'll let you know that when you come in for a consultation, we can tell you how long roughly your treatment will be. For average, I would say be 12 to 15.
Perfect. Thank you, Kelly. We've just had another one coming in here. Sorry, I'm just looking at my screen as we're answering these questions. Keep them coming in, everyone. I will try and get through them. The next one we've had is from Ellen, saying, how much is Invisalign and does it include tooth thinning? So if it's all right, Kel, so I can go.
Yeah.
So how much is probably the most popular question that we've asked. So how much is very difficult to say because, as I've said before, all of our treatment costs are particular to certain cases. As an average, I would say the monthly cost of treatment you're looking at is anywhere between sort of £120 to £250, just to give you kind of a rough average. We do also have some quite flexible payment options available. So the first option that you can do is you can pay up front with your treatment, and then you get £250 off your entire treatment cost. So when we say for example, your treatment's going to cost X, that is going to include everything. So that includes your braces, your retainers, all the dental monitoring, any visits into the practice, any emergency appointments if you need them. So the quote that we offer is absolutely including everything. So the first option, as I say, is to pay up front and then you get £250 off. The second option is to do some in-house finance. So we can do the finance for you, and then you can pay a deposit. So of a minimum of, say, for example, £800, and then you can pay the rest over the month, the duration of your treatment. So that usually works out, as I say, about £150 to £200. If you wanted to pay a slightly bigger deposit, that is of course possible, and then your monthly payments come down. We also have a third option where you can do interest finance, so it's interest bearing, but with a third party finance company, and we can do up to 5 years finance. So that can mean that your monthly payments can be as little as sort of £60 to £80 a month, which makes it really affordable.
Yeah.
Any of those options, you can choose to pay off a lump sum of money at any point. So we're very flexible in regards to what we can offer, and we'll try and make your finances best for you. Hopefully that answers your question.
That was good, Megs.
There's a few different options there. I've got another one coming in. Are the aligners made to fit my teeth? And that's just come in from Grace. Kelsey, you're
definitely right. Yes. So they are custom made, designed specifically for your teeth. So the orthodontist actually designs where the attachments will go, and how the aligners will be, and they're manufactured. So each one, so like I said, you'll be changing most likely weekly. You get about 6 months worth to start off with, and they're all specifically for your teeth, so they won't fit anyone else's. So you're definitely custom designed.
Perfect. And one thing I would say as well is that if you're not quite happy, obviously we're a specialist practice, so our specialist orthodontists are pretty much perfectionists, I would say. So
Yes.
if you're not quite happy at the end of your treatment, we will continue to carry on your treatment until you're happy. So for example, if you've got one tooth you're still not quite happy with, we won't finish your treatment until you're happy, and then we'll fit
And no additional charge either, is there?
Absolutely not. So that's all included. So as soon as you're happy, that's what the quote is. You got given the quote at the beginning of treatment, and we'll make sure that your end goal is in mind and get you that nice cheesy white smile. And then you would have noticed as well that obviously the offer today is for £200 off treatment and then free whitening at the end of treatment. I can see that a question's just come in from Gail. Hello, Gail. Is the offer for fixed and Invisalign? Absolutely, yeah. So the offer today, as I've said, is for the first 10 people who would like to sign up. The offer is for either fixed or Invisalign, and it's suitable for whitening at the end of treatment. So usually whiten right at the end. So
and that's usually worth £300, isn't it, Meg? So
absolutely, yeah. So £200 off treatment, and then free whitening, which is usually worth £300. So hopefully that answers your question there, Gail. How easy are they to take in and out? We've just had a question from Hannah come in.
So I take it that's the aligners.
Yep.
Now, yeah, I mean, we teach you how the best way to take them in and out on the day of fitting, and we're always there for you if you do have a little struggle. But usually the first week will take, that will take time to get used to. But after that, generally, you won't need a mirror or anything like that. You can just take them in and out pretty much on the spot and quite easily. But yeah, the first week will take a bit of getting used to, especially because the attachments are on the teeth. So you need to take them out carefully, and we'll show you how to do that.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Gail. She just said thank you. Any more questions, please do keep them coming in. Hopefully I haven't lost any just here. We've just had one from somebody is unknown about their aligners. What happens if I lose an aligner? So because I've had the Invisalign, I can help you with that one. Now, I'm pleased to say that I never lost any of my aligners, but what we recommend is when you get given your series of aligners, so when you first have them fitted, you would have fitted, for example, 16, so number 1 to number 16. And we say after you've done your dental monitoring scan, so after you've scanned your teeth from home, you then get a message back to say, please proceed, please move on to your next aligner. But what we do say is always keep your last aligner. So say, for example, if you were going on to number 5, always keep aligner number 4 just in case. And then if you lose it, you can always go back if you need to. So,
and sometimes if you're right at the end of that aligner, just let us know. We may say move up to the next one as well. So yeah, no problem.
Perfect. Oh, we just had a nice message from Charlotte, who is going to be actually on our Q&A next Tuesday.
Oh, hi, Charlotte.
Choosing to have Invisalign at Pallant was the best decision I made. So as I say, Charlotte will be on a Q&A with us next Tuesday at the same time at 11 o'clock. So if anybody is interested in having Invisalign and has any questions, and you may think that we're maybe not telling the truth or twisting it, Charlotte will be able to answer any questions, and she actually has Invisalign at the moment. So join us next Tuesday at 11 o'clock, and hopefully we can answer any questions. So I'm sorry,
any more coming in, or
see if there's any more. What would be the next steps? Absolutely, yes. So the next steps, what I would recommend you to do is head on over to our website, and on there you will see a link for the free Smile virtual consultation. So that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. So you can take some photos, upload them, and then go from there. If you would like to just get going with treatment, that's the best way to get started. But what I would do first of all is I'd send us a little message either on social media, or you can email us or give us a phone call. All the information is on our website, Pallant Orthodontics. And you can just say, hi there, I'm interested in the offer, and we'll obviously let you know if you're part of one of those 10. So hopefully you will get that space. How does dental monitoring work? We just had a question there, Kels. You all right to answer that one?
Yeah, so basically, obviously when you scan, it takes thousands of different images basically, and that works through artificial intelligence. So it's very, very complex, high tech. We get a report back basically, so we can see how your teeth are moving at minuscule sort of movements. And Alistair and myself look over that and just make sure everything's going on track. See whether you're able to move on to your next aligner, see if you have fixed braces, how the wire's going, if anything's fallen off. So it's great, and it also means, like I said earlier, you don't have to come in as often, but you're always there as well. So you've always got a chat box if you have got any questions. It's basically like direct messaging through dental monitoring. So yeah, I mean, it's one I don't know how it would work without it now. So it's very, very clever.
Perfect, thank you. So I've just seen a question that's coming from Georgina. Sorry, Georgina, for skipping past that one. Already a patient at Pallant and loving my treatment and seeing all the changes. So it's good to hear, Georgina.
Oh, that's good.
The final result. Do you offer any whitening at the end of treatment? How quickly can this be done afterwards? You're all amazing. Ah, you have nice patients. So do we offer whitening? Absolutely. So what we would do at the end of your treatment, when you're coming towards the end and you come in to see one of our specialists, we would have a look at your treatment and see if there's any final touches that need to be made. If you're happy and we're happy, when we send off for your retainers and we get them made in the lab, what we can do is we can also order your whitening there and then. So Georgina, it's something that you can discuss when you next come into the practice, and we will pretty much have the whitening kit back with you by the time your retainers come back. With the whitening, you whiten your teeth every night, and you do that with a gel that we give you, and that's for 2 weeks. If you find it very uncomfortable or any sensitive, then obviously you can just stop yourself, just stop putting the gel in and go from there, but we'll give you all those instructions. We did a lot of research into the best whitening to use, and we also give you a desensitizing toothpaste as well, of course. So we try and give you everything that you may need at the end of your treatment. So hopefully that answers that question for you, Georgina. Just have a chat with us next time you come in. Sorry, I'm just watching all of these questions as well. Interested in the offer, what do I do next? Does it include the free consultation first? So if you're interested in the offer, Ellen, what I would recommend you do is go onto our website and fill out take some photos of your teeth and send them through to us. And when you send the photos through, what you can say on the comments is that you are watching the live Q&A. Yeah. Alternatively, if you wanted to speak to someone, you can give us a call on 01243 532 304. Hopefully I'll hold up my little piece of paper just. I think it's round the right way, but I'm not sure.
That's it, yeah.
So it's 01243 532 304. My writing isn't the best either, so hopefully you can do that okay. But just give us a call, and any member of the team will be happy to help. And as I say, we'll give the offer to the first 10 people if you qualify. Hopefully that answers. And then I think we will just have one last question that's coming from Grace here. What happens after treatment? Do you keep an eye on things for a little while?
Yeah, so obviously when we provide you with your retainers, we want to just make sure that they're still fitting and everything like that. So generally we'll see you about 3 months afterwards, make sure the wire is still intact and your removable retainers are fitting well. And then we won't see you again until 9 months. So you've got 2 checkups in that 1 year. After that, you're more than welcome to join our retainer club. So it's £120 for the year. In that, you get an annual checkup. And if there's anything wrong with your retainers or if they're broken or anything like that, you get it replaced in that cost. So it's very, very good bargain, really. And it doesn't include if you lose your retainers. So please keep them safe. But yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, we found that the retainer club is almost like a really good way for us to just make sure that things are going as we wanted them to. So if for any reason your teeth have started to move, which obviously they do want to, we can obviously just keep a closer eye on that and just make sure that almost your smile is guaranteed. So for the time that it takes to get to your smile, we want it to stay like that for life. So that's the aim.
Definitely.
Perfect. We do also have some before and afters on our website and on all of our social media pages. So as I've said, we've got 2 practices. So we've got one in Chichester and one in Bognor Regis. So we've got a few before and afters from both of our practices on our Instagram account. So just give them a search, Pallant Orthodontics and Pallant Orthodontics Bognor. Obviously, our Facebook is kept up to date pretty much kind of daily to weekly with any kind of news and updates. So just give us a like on Facebook if you don't already. And if you would like to make the most of this offer, please do send us a message afterwards, give us a call, give us an email, or send in your photos using the virtual consultation on our website. Hopefully this has been of help to everyone. I think I've answered everyone's questions.
Cool.
I'm so sorry if I missed you. If you would like to tune in again next Tuesday at 11 o'clock, it will be myself and Charlotte Brooke, who, as I've already mentioned, is a current Invisalign patient. So Charlotte will be able to kind of explain from a patient's perspective how she has found coming to Pallant Orthodontics, how she's found using dental monitoring, and hopefully you'll be able to find out some more things if you haven't already today. Thank you so much for watching, and we
Thanks, guys.
look forward to
See ya.
Bye.